what does God mean when he says, not everyone that shall say, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom?
Okay, good question. Yeah, you have an interesting motif that runs in the Gospels that the really, sometimes they're called the reversal teachings of Jesus. When those people who are sure they're on the inside are actually on the outside. And those who were sure they're on the outside find themselves on the inside. And those teachings, they can unsettle people, but I think they're really important, especially for Christians, to pay attention to. Because they're going after an artificial sort of religiosity. And it's possible, Jesus is saying, to be artificially religious even in his name. But it doesn't mean you're a kingdom person. The fact that you say certain things and do certain deeds and make certain confessions or whatever, that itself isn't a magical qualification for being in the kingdom. The issue is your heart open to God? And that is evidenced by a general life trajectory. You're married to him, and it begins to show, and he begins to transform your life. And so it is possible that there will be people who were, at least appearing to, and maybe actually casting out demons in his name and healing the sick in his name. But in fact, their heart isn't towards him. They're doing it for other reasons. Maybe to make a lot of money on television, I don't know. However that's going, whether they're actually casting out demons or, because God can work through anybody. And he loves everybody, so if he can free a person, he'll do it. But I suspect that it's rather, these are the carnival religious people, and there's millions of them out there who just know how to put on a good show in Jesus' name or in some other name of some other thing. And they get a lot of people following them, and they get a lot of money, and they benefit from it. But in fact, their life and their heart, and really their faith, is not a kingdom heart and faith. When Jesus, in Matthew 25, when he shows up at the judgment seat, it's really surprising because he says to the one group, you come into the home of my Father, come into heaven. And they go, how? I mean, we don't even know you. He goes, well, yeah, you visited me in prison, and you fed me when I was hungry, and you clothed me when I was naked. You maybe didn't know it, but your heart was there. Then he says to the other group, depart from me. I never knew you. And they're like, what are you talking about? We know who you are. He goes, well, you didn't visit me in prison, and you didn't clothe me, and you didn't feed me. And what he's getting at there is that that's why I said earlier, you know what a person really believes, not by what they say, but by how they live. And the issue is your heart. That's why I think there are people who are actually more kingdom, who don't know Jesus than some people there. They're more kingdom than some people who know Jesus or profess to know Jesus and do all the religious stuff. It's not a matter of the head or the mouth, it's a matter of the heart, and therefore a reflection of a life.